Mama's Pies, and welcome back to Teachable Tuesday. It is my pleasure coming to you this morning with a good Bible story, a little food for thought. Kind of like to share, everybody needs to hear a wonderful Bible story or just a nice story for today. Hit the notification bell so every time I upload content you'll be notified, and then subscribe and become part of this beautiful pie family. So Mama's Pies, we are coming from our 101 favorite stories from the Bible. Last week we read about Abram and Lot. Sodom is destroyed. And this week we're reading Abraham's sacrifice, a great test of love. The Lord came to Abram and said, I will give this land to your children and to their children, and it will be their land forever. Abram built an altar and made an offering to the Lord and worshiped him. Another time, God told Abram, can you count the stars? Neither will you be able to count your descendants. Abram believed God and would give him many descendants even though he had no children yet. Later, God changed Abram's name to Abraham, which means father of a multitude. He promised to give Abraham and his wife Sarah a son, a people, and a land. Abraham promised to serve God faithfully. One day, 3 strangers came to Abraham's tent door. By this time, Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah 90 years old. The strangers told Abraham and Sarah would have a son. Sarah overheard it and laughed to herself. How can I have a child when I'm so old? But the men, who were angels sent by God, said, is anything too hard for the Lord? Finally, the promised child indeed was born to Abraham and Sarah. They named him Isaac, as the Lord had told them to. They were very happy to have a little boy. Then one day God said to Abraham, take now your only son, whom you love, and go to the mountain which I have showed you. Offer him there for a burnt offering. Though the command filled Abraham's heart with pain, he began to obey at once. With 2 servants and a donkey, Abraham and Isaac started northward. On the 3rd day, Abraham and Isaac went up on the mountain by themselves. There Abraham built an altar. He placed the wood in order, tied Isaac, and laid him on it. At last he raised his knife to kill his son. Just then the angel of the Lord called, Abraham, do not hurt your son Isaac. Now I know you love God more than your son. What joy and relief those heavenly words brought to Abraham. Then Abraham turned and saw a ram caught by the horns on the bushes. How thankful Abraham was to offer the ram instead of his son. And that was Genesis 15, 1 through 6, 21 and 22. And the Bible verse is, he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Matthew 10 and 37 B. So the questions asked, what does the name Abraham mean? Father of many descendants. Good answer. Or father of a multitude. Excuse me. How old was Abraham when Isaac was born? 100? 100. Sarah was 90. And why do you think God asked Abraham to sacrifice his son? To see if he loved God more than he loved his son. And God said, I do know that you love me more than you love him. Or you would sacrifice him. Now, not many of us would do that. I don't know if I could. But Abraham could. And he was going to, but he didn't have to. There was a ram in the bush. And don't we hear that often about that ram in the bush, honey? So our next story will be a wife for Isaac. God answers Elisha's prayers. So, Mama's Pies, it's always my pleasure coming to you on Teachable Tuesday. I hope you learned and got something out of it. Continue to pray for your families, pray for yourself, and pray for others. Hug yourself and tell yourself that you love you. Then you hug someone else and tell them that you love them. Remember to always meet people where they are. We're all not in the same place or in the same space. And you know what it is. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and remember, God loves you and I love you too. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Always remember to live, love, laugh. Don't forget to pray. And remember, God's got the plan. Man has the problem, but the Bible has the solution. I love you, Mama's Pies. Y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Till next Tuesday. See you later. Bye-bye.